Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, John, go ahead.
Okay, we have here Vicky, and she's the one that's experiencing all the activity. And why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're experiencing, when it all started, and is it still going on, and how often it goes on?
Okay, I can't really say for sure. I don't know if it goes back a year or two. Started off with banging in the wall and also in my clothes closet. I've never seen the ghost. I never even connected that it might be anyone that I know, which it sounds like it might be my grandmother Marjorie, who bought this house and who died 2 years ago. My boyfriend John did actually see a vision of someone with white hair and a yellow bathrobe, but I kind of just dismissed it. That was quite a while ago too. Today a Coke can moved on the counter. That might have been her. Within the last week, both the doors to my bedroom and my bathroom just kind of swayed a little bit, but didn't bang shut. And my daughter, who lives here, says that she feels someone kind of brushing up against her. And that's all I can tell you.
Did the activities start after your mother passed away 2 years ago?
It's my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
I can't really say when it first started, but we've lived here 12 years. And I've lived here in the house off and on for 35 years, so I've been in and out of it. But this time, we've been here consistently 12 years. And my daughter was 10 when we moved in. She's now 22, and she said that she thought there was a ghost here. But I've never really believed in ghosts until maybe 5 years ago, when she had one in her dormitory in San Francisco. So then I finally opened up my mind to it.
And what's your name? You don't want to be on camera?
No.
You don't have to be on camera.
She's not on camera right now.
Yeah, you can still talk about it.
I'm not filming her at all.
That's fine, that's fine.
I wish I could tell you more. We've decided she's a gentle ghost, not an aggressive one.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Wonderful.
Has anybody else here witnessed anything? Have you seen or heard anything, or?
I haven't. I had asked my mother to come back.
This is the ghost's daughter. I'm the granddaughter, and this is her great
But
granddaughter.
so far, she hasn't. And we talked about it all the time, so she knows she's supposed to do it. But
So Marge bought the house. She's lived in this house on the other side, the two-bedroom side, not on this side. Joyce, her daughter, has lived on this side. There's been many relatives in and out of this house, and so there's a reason that
if
she
it's Marge,
might be here.
I was really close to her the last. I lived with her. I took care of her, so I was really close to her the last few years of her life. But I can't understand if she's a ghost. Isn't she upset she has some unfinished business?
She could be watching. She could love you guys so much she wants to watch over you guys.
She's been watching over.
Yeah, like a guardian angel.
Because, you know, being Catholic, I believe in the afterlife. I always hoped she would be in heaven by now with my father, her husband of 62 years. You know, living happily together, since they didn't live that happily when they were on Earth together. They had a bit of a dysfunctional relationship, so.
But they still loved each other, though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very
Didn't
much.
she come down from heaven to visit us as a ghost and then go back to heaven?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can come down and they hang around for a specific reason, and you want them to leave, but you kind of have to give them a push. Say it's okay.
We don't hear her enough to be concerned. She's not here that much.
Yeah, you can tell her that we'll be okay, and that might be what she needs, is that she's watching over you to make sure that you're okay.
Okay. Well, I just found out it was my
something
grandma
wrong. Right.
Tuesday, so I've only been able to process it just for 4 days.
Right.
How did you found out on Tuesday it was your grandma?
Paul told me, and I know I've never mentioned the name Marge, and he says, we know who your ghost is. And I said, you haven't even come out to my house yet.
Did one of the psychics find that out, Paul?
Yes,
John?
he said one of the psychics felt a very strong pull that there was definitely a ghost here named Marge.
Jeez, yeah,
and
he's
I said,
good.
oh, that's my grandmother. Wow, it never even occurred to me that I would know the ghost. So we're all very excited about it. We think she'll cooperate. There's no reason for her not to. We're not mad at all. She's here.
Has there been anything recently?
Today the Coke can move 3 inches.
Okay.
She's a psychic, and she feels that there's 3 spirits here right now.
3 different ones.
We're different.
Oh, Could be my other grandmother. I was close to both of them.
I see the grandmother back toward the back room, and she kind of hangs out there. Who lives back there? Who plays toward that room?
You live in that bedroom.
That's the one that she hangs out with. There's a little boy that runs through the house. He's the one that keeps moving the stuff around. He's playful. You said one of the children were here when they were like 10. It was her imaginary friend, and he's still around. The one I can't get a hook on it's more of a mist, and it's right in the corner, and I think it's been around since the beginning of like before buildings were here. It's really old and it's really ancient. It's one of the ancient ones, and it's over in this corner. I don't feel like this is a being that is harmful. It's more protective and keeps you separate. But I don't really even get a body shape, much more than just an ancient spirit that's over on the corner right over there.
In my room?
No.
Oh, in your room. Would you know if it's a boy or a girl?
I get the feeling that it's a man. But
I got a man.
yeah, I feel like it's a man,
Yeah.
and it's an ancient one. It doesn't really have a body shape as much as it's moving on his spirit. It has a male vibration, and I just think he comes with the land. You could demolish all of this and this spirit would still be here, where the other two would go on. The boy's having a great time. He knows that y'all are getting a little spooked, and he's having fun with this. So he's just having a great time moving things around because y'all are ready for him, and that's kind of what's attracting him. As far as the grandmother is concerned, it looks like when she went to go get on the bus to go to the other side, she didn't really get the bus pass. So if y'all want tonight, after they've done the investigation, we'll let her go to the other side so she can communicate with y'all a little differently, a little easier. Little boy's having a great
I
time.
wanted her to be at peace. She never seemed that she was really at peace when she was
Do you know
alive.
anything about the land specifically for the house that actually built? Was it built on the top of a cemetery?
I've talked
or-
to the neighbors who are all in their 80s, and they said that the houses here were built in the 1950s.
Okay.
This house didn't come into our family till the 1970s, so we don't know who lived here from the 1950s to the 1970s, who died here. We have no idea.
Which corner did you say the
Okay.
ancient one was? Just the ancient
That would have
one?
been my next question, if anybody had died here. Or,
Not that we're aware of,
That's right,
no.
over the
Okay.
lady. Huh.
Yeah, I feel that if you tore down everything, the ancient one was here before buildings were built here. And I would just refer to him as the ancient one. And I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't feel that he has been connected to anyone in this house, but this is his spot, so let's let him stay there.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it.
He doesn't cause any problems, but he does keep, I don't know if y'all have noticed that the backyard's a lot calmer than the rest of the house. The backyard seems a little more peaceful, and I believe it's the work of the ancient one, keeps everything quiet and calm here.
yeah, I feel.
Very safe in this backyard.
Yeah, I haven't been in the house long enough to see anything there, but I feel like.
No, I don't get a name. This is not someone you've ever met.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So many times people want their ghost to be somebody they've met or they've loved one or they've known. And
Okay.
sometimes they're just ghosts.
Jill, have
They've
you
been around for a
felt
long time.
anything in the backyard? Anything unusual or
I
seen
do
anything?
love this backyard. It feels very meditative.
I do too. I don't spend time out here because I've got a bad back and I
I
can't
get
sit.
a feeling of calmness back here.
Well, you can
Yeah, if you
say
ignore the
anything.
traffic going by, that kind
Yeah,
of
it's
ruins
very,
it.
I've told,
In
in fact,
fact,
I've
his energy
told you
shift
before.
is slight.
Yeah.
When we come back here to
Well,
have
my
something
dad,
to eat,
you know,
feel
made this
very
yard for us
calm
to be out here and
real
enjoy it.
peaceful back here.
He fixed it up a lot. When my dad bought this house for my grandfather in 1985, then he renovated it.
He also could be just a wandering spirit who just happened to be wandering and
That's his
felt at ease here and just wants to stay.
There's so many of
Yeah.
the ancient ones will attach themselves
Right.
to trees or
Okay.
landmarks or different areas, and they've just been here since man started really doing a lot of fun stuff on, and they just stick around and kind of keep it peaceful. There, of course, there are dark spirits out there, but this is not a dark spirit. This is a very protective being and likes it back here.
Why wouldn't they want to be in heaven and why would they want to stay here?
Well, he says it's boring in heaven.
That's funny.
He says he
Wow.
likes it
How
here.
could it be boring in heaven?
He's happy
Well,
here.
my room's
This is
definitely
where he
not
wants
boring.
to be.
They could have also attached themselves to one of you. If they like you, they'll probably kind of stay with you. you know, so this is a fun person, you know, and they,
Oh, we're fun.
That's-
Yeah.
That's our middle name, Angel. We have so much fun.
it's just a fun place to be.
It is. We have lots of people come here and not want to leave.